It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
So, last we left off, Bell's Hells, in their search for a Montreschi, encountered some interesting intrigue, encountered some betrayal, and eventually met up with the parents of Fern Calloway, who themselves seem to have been caught up in this strange Ruidus business that you're beginning to unfurl at an escalating pace, discovering, apparently, that Fern herself was a Ruidus-born. And in the attempts to protect their child, they got involved a bit deeper than they intended to before escaping into Exandria for a number of years. The Calloways had been working with their ally, Ira Wendigoth, the Nightmare King. They had been constructing an apparatus that seemed to be constructed with the hopes of unveiling the nature of Ruidus. As many different threads in the world seemed to be converging towards this point in time in this specific astral entity. Upon the weave lens that you were given to Morgan as you left the Feywild, being delivered to your parents and thus onto Ira, who installed it, the final piece of this machine, this scope that he had created, allowed it to engage. And he showed what appeared to be the larger magical ley lines that slowly encompass and seem to be in some way drifting across the lands of Exandria. You got to look past the daylight into the stratosphere and beyond to get a glance at Ruidus cleanly, clearly, and where the texture of storms seemed to still swirl there upon its surface. You, Orem, and then passing on the honed vision to Imogen, you saw a flash of something that you swear looked like a city on the surface. And as you pull your head away from the apparatus, Ira, spindly spider-like arms and legs, still there, black, vacuous eyes looking at you with that continuous grin. What did you see?
Just that cage. I don't know, I feel like something's there.
As he begins to glance within the device that he had completed construction on and fittering with the various elements of it, you hear him begin to chuckle a bit to himself.
What are you laughing about over there?
He kind of stops moving some of the knobs on the sides and pulls back and kind of turns around to the rest of you. This is deeply curious. There is much more to this moon than even I theorized.
What did you see when you looked through?
I think we saw the same things. But he goes back into the machine and begins rapidly spinning a few things. And you hear him kind of muttering like, "Wait, where is it? Where is it?" And you see the device now bending away and shifting and like scanning around the horizon rapidly. They were fools to think others wouldn't work to steal the thunder out from under them. But me, I just want to be the first there and the one to make the choice for them.
Are we talking about the Unseelie Court?
Partially. Them and their allies.
Could you be just a tad more specific when you say they? I think it's a little bit of Unseelie, but what's the other little bit?
Cool.
Thule is indeed involved in one of the thorns in my side during our time working together, yes.
Our friend. What's their name again?
We're not from around here. Older gentleman by the name of Ludinus.
Oh, I knew it! Oh! Sorry, that was Liam.
Lutinous!
Does Orm at least know country of origin?
With
his history. Fucking knew it. Natural 20.
Yo! Give the man his prize.
You are indeed aware of the Cerberus Assembly from Wildmount, and with the natural 20, I will say you are aware of the loose hierarchy there, and know that Lutinous is one of the, if not the founding member of the group. You know of their checkered history. They're both dangerous, but they're both a bit arrogant. The advantages that we have, that I have, is that we've been forgotten. At least I have been. It's the Calloways that draw their attention. And I think at this point, we have to diverge. After all, I can't have your scent on me any further.
I'm gonna try to step forward, closer to him.
You hit what almost feels like a brick wall in the middle of the air, and as you hit, there's a brief, like a shudder of energy before it disperses and is clear once more. He gets to climb up the machine. He reaches in and starts parting a few things, and pulls out what looks to be a silver crystalline crown. You hear like the cracking of glass as he removes it. Places it upon his head. I do hope you realize the incredible deed you've done. We are all about to accomplish together. Rudis has not carved you a dark fate, but a historical one. He goes into a deep bow and looks up ever so
Wait.
slightly.
Wait. Just 2 seconds is more than...
And in a flash of dark purple energy, he is gone.
Is the wall still there now that he's disappeared?
The wall is gone now.
Orm's gonna spring up on the device and start piecing through it, trying to find the green lens, see if it's still there.
You know it's in there somewhere. You're not certain what awaits you should you attempt. Do you want to?
I do.
Ollie, can this thing be left on too long where it becomes unstable?
Let me go ahead and get to it and see if I can turn this off. If I can remember. Pulls a couple of odd, kind of stuck sections. These like
Pointing. What are you looking at?
Is it this dimension?
pulls
Whoa, wait.
strongly at one like heavy looking bar on one side, and he pulls back, and all the cores flash for a second before coming to stillness.
Orm and I saw a city
On the moon?
on Rudis.
You feel a tug at the edge of your
not bad.
sleeve, and Hondir is right there, still kind of holding it. Says, "I'm sorry. Did you say that there was a city?"
Structures. It looked like it had to have been.
And you said a lattice on top?
It's like a net.
Yeah, it looked like almost a cage, woven over the entire moon.
A weaving?
Wait. And he goes into a satchel and like pulls through a couple of books, pulls one out and kind of like sets it down, dusts it off, goes through a few pages. Like this. He turns it towards you, and you see there is a like hand-drawn sketch of this kind of energy weave that is very reminiscent.
Exactly like that.
This is the pattern of energy that the gods left behind to divide themselves in their realms from us when the divergence happened post the calamity. This is the divine gate. So whatever you saw there has extremely powerful divine power behind it or adjacent to it.
The missing gods.
Yeah.
And, I need to get this information to Eos. It's the verity there. This is invaluable in uncovering the mysteries that we've all been seeking.
Calm down for a moment.
Just a general clock check. Apogee solstice is when again?
Like 3 to 4 weeks away into the month.
Okay.
If, gods wanted to try and escape. Isn't that
The time.
the time? Isn't that what...
Oh.
That can't
Oh, goodness me.
be it.
The flares have been getting worse. That means something is causing power to escape from it, right?
I mean, this is different than my theory. but
What
is
was
your
your
theory?
theory?
perhaps this is what is powering the Divine Gate. But if you think this is a prison holding something back, or both,
I'm only guessing because you were the one who mentioned the two gods from the texts that was
They
stolen
only
from
appeared
Passapai.
when Ruidus. They disappeared when Ruidus appeared, right?
right?
Well, we got different people trying to play each other. Remember that Odahan now runs the Paragon's Call. The Paragon's Call was working with Treshy. Treshy was working with Ira Wendigo in the lab under that tower.
Okay. Well,
Who
okay.
is Ludinus?
Oh yeah, you said you knew who that person was?
He helps run. I'm inside the metal, so
Okay,
you're
who
hearing
is
reverberation.
Did you find the fucking thing
Well,
yet?
he
Sorry.
Kind
I'll
of
say-
semi-runs
Pardon my
Wild
language.
Map,
As-
the Dwendalian Empire.
Because the machine's been turned off, the danger that you were originally in is no longer present, so it takes you a moment, but you do emerge with the lens. The lens is intact. It does not seem to be activating at the moment.
Okay.
It seems like its activation may have already been utilized for the day
right,
by the machine.
Okay.
I mean, if you really want to double check, can I borrow that for a
He didn't
second?
need that. He didn't want it. He just
lands
wanted it
and
for a
hands it up to you.
second.
No, he did. He needed it. I mean,
Boom. took a hit at it.
You did?
Just a tiny
what?
tap.
Smash the.
No, I just gave it a tap to
I
see
thought he was
it.
going to take a look at it. I was
It's a magic
here you
item.
go.
It shouldn't break.
You just smashed the lens?
Oh, it shattered.
Did it shatter? Oh shit.
I just spent 10 minutes looking for that.
Mending?
Mending.
you can't mend a magical item.
Can't break a magical item.
Why? Everywhere I go, there are broken rocks.
Can't break a magical
Try to
item.
mend it?
I can try and mend it, but I don't think I try to
Depends on the
mend it.
Depends on the enchantment.
Yeah, interesting.
What the fuck, Ashton?
Huh.
I mean,
Weird.
I tried to mend it, but it
glass-
feels.
Encompasses
But
as the-
like perfect or all?
it looks perfect, yeah.
What is Birdie and Ollie doing in this fucking chaos?
Worth every moment.
They both kind of glance over at Fern with an apologetic look in their eyes, and Ollie kind of steps forward and goes, I mean, we both feel right foolish, we do.
Do you have any idea where he would have gone?
Birdie goes, honestly, no. I mean, we've been just holed up here for a while. He's the one who chose the location.
Anything that he might have taken notes on? Can you show us where he put?
Yeah, of course. Holly
It's okay.
goes over to what looks to be this kind of like bone-colored chest that sits kind of in the far left-hand corner. It's about 3 feet by 1 foot. She goes in with her lockpick before, and you watch as the metal latch kicks up and the lid kind of
Go back away.
opens up slightly,
I leave it.
and nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
She goes in immediately. I got it. They start pulling out stuff and throwing it back, and you can see there's like a pouch kind of hits the ground with like a heavy, like a sack of rock sound.
Open it up.
Filled with gems. All manner of dark charms. Strange, like magnetic tubes and points that are set within what looks to be almost like small ritual bowls of some kind. Runes you don't recognize. You can see what looks like a stack of vellum paper that is blank, but when you kind of lift one up, it has like a hardiness and it almost has like a boop, 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 boop sound, like it holds against the shake of your way. They have a general map of the Hellcatch that is like pretty much identical to the one that you have. It also has unique notes around these supply lines, and you see some of them coming into Bassaris with arrows, and you see the name Treshy next to them, all coming from Drusar into Bassaris. And then there's kind of like a direction, an aerial direction outward, and the notes kind of end there to the east of the city.
That's probably where their camp is, or where they're trying to do the same thing.
This telescope thingy, are we done with it? Do you think it would help if we could somehow power it up again and get it working again, or is it useless to us
anymore? Well, my question is, who could even understand what's going on in here?
Well, I know one person.
You do? Oh,
Oh,
Or
dancer.
well,
Oh, who's in Bassaris, right?
and who knows everything about orbs that power machines and building things and...
We technically have quite the inn with the other side.
I would agree with that.
We can walk right into Paragon's Call and talk to Odahan and theoretically Trashy, and we're one of them.
How much do you all know about the Dwendalian Empire's inner workings?
To work.
The king is advised by very powerful mages, and it sounds about the scariest place you'd ever want to visit. So Thul's partner, according to Ira, is a little intimidating.
Oh, yeah. For clarity, like, the Dwendalian Empire is a very organized place. I mean, people just disappear if they have to.
Ruthless, I read and hear or heard.
But they do a good job of painting over it. It's lovely to go through.
Did we look through all the papers and things to see if there's any other clues?
There
Or
was the big parchment thing that's blank, right?
There's a number of them in
The
the
thunder sheet.
Yeah.
There's got to be something on them that I bet we could see if we had, like a magical green gem that you could look through.
Well, we
that
got
would
you
show
mended
you
it, right?
hidden things.
I also feel like we're still not commenting on what seems like giant holes in the memory of your parents here, like giant gaping holes.
Do you think the two of you could maybe...
We can
we
try.
could try, but I mean, there's a very real possibility that they just made a mistake.
I'm not against it. I mean, we've all kind of come to a point of understanding. You've all done well enough to gain my trust, at least. Certainly.
Take out my mallet, my wood chisel, and the little wood screw, and I take up positions behind them just in case we need to make some non-metaphysical holes in their head.
I think we're gonna both go into Ollie
Okay.
and just try to sense different facets of the weave of their mind.
I want to look for any sort of feeling of, like that feeling I got from you, that something is blocking me or that something doesn't feel like a normal thought, if that makes sense.
Okay. You don't get anything that feels like a barrier. He has an open book, and as you kind of glance around, you get flashes of colorful memories, colors, flowers, massive flowers, colors you've never seen, you can't describe. Those colors don't exist. What even is that? And then you kind of wander off from that. It's easy to get distracted in this sea of unfocused memories and unfocused intent.
Are you seeing this?
I'm gonna focus on memories of or thoughts about the Nightmare King, and if possible, any sort of if I can sort of follow a timeline, if there's any just dropouts or blackouts in a timeline of events.
You begin to see flashes of them approaching a cloaked figure in a shaded cavern, of Ira turning and smiling. Flashes of them conversing over hot tea, of them traveling across roads, kind of attaching to caravans, Ira under a different guise. You see them looking through a library before shouting voices come off to the side and they have to flee rapidly. And as you come along the way, there are patches of gray. There are areas that feel smeared, like the memories begin to just kind of not dodge you, but just become blurred and then re-engage. And then now they're gathering materials and they're plotting out devices. And Ira's showing to Ollie the theories behind his construction, showing how the facets of magical arcane energy and natural energies can be combined to create something dangerous, ghastly, and beautiful. And showing tools and how they work. You can see Birdie crying, and you can see another smear. And as you kind of pull back, there are many smears in here.
just pick one gray and see if we can scratch away.
Pick it out. Like,
Yeah.
enhance.
Or just ask, what was that moment, I guess.
Yeah. See the moment right before it kind of shifts,
Yeah.
and then ask some
You
detailed
said there was a
questions
moment
about
where
Knocking
Birdie
target
was
out.
crying, right?
that. And then
And then it smeared.
Do you wish to enforce your will to try and rebuild something that isn't there?
So yeah,
yeah, I
think
want to
so.
try to help him rebuild that.
You focus intently on the boundaries of this memory. You see a glimpse of Birdie throwing on a cloak, intent to leave, rapidly, angrily. And Ollie going to gather his things, and then the rest of you do notice that Ollie begins to bleed from one nostril.
Oh!
So I'm gonna Imogen's sleeve. Imogen,
You hear in your head? Yeah.
I say out loud, you gotta be careful with him.
I put my hand on Imogen's shoulder. It's okay, keep going.
Oh.
You're uncertain if there is a memory still there, or if you're trying to, like an AI, building an image from what it assumes might be there. But you get the feeling that if you push hard in the wrong way, it will have a lasting effect on something.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
Anything?
I mean, yeah.
There's patches of erased memories, or at least
Hands
of
it over, or it's like it just disappeared.
They could have just discovered anything, and then it's just gone over and over again.
Yeah.
Ollie said the crown has the ability to rewrite memories.
Oh, there you go.
I remember when I was a child, you would make me hot buttered rum all the time.
Yeah,
Could we have some hot buttered rum?
I could figure something out. Yeah. She goes ahead and sighs a little bit looking at you, and for a brief second you see her eyes go a little sad, and then she kind of rallies and then heads back into the main area.
I just want to say this in your head so that your folks can't hear. It's all right
Yeah.
to be angry at them. I know you're trying real hard to be forgiving and to be sweet to them. You're allowed to be angry.
Is there therapy going on over here?
This is your job. Obviously,
No,
I'm not
no.
trying to give therapy.
I just want to listen. I just want to be here and just experience this. Just keep going.
No,
I'm not here. I'm
wait,
just,
I'm
fly
just
on the wall.
talking to her in
no,
her brain.
Just do
Obviously.
that. I'm just gonna watch.
Okay.
Keep going.
I don't really have much more to say. I was telling her it's okay to be mad.
I'm very, very mad. I'm so mad I'm thinking of very bad things. But
Do you want to say any of those things?
no.
Not to them. Sometimes with my old crew, we had this little doll that we would hold up, and they would just yell at the doll so that instead of the person.
Oh.
I don't have a doll now, so you could just yell at me.
No, don't.
I'm so mad at you.
Okay.
This feels
Why are
weird.
you mad at him?
Yeah, why?
I feel like you just abandoned me, and I feel like I want to hurt you.
Physically or emotionally?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they abandoned you. They say that everything they're doing is because they were trying to help you, right?
Yeah, but
It
she
just
kinda
seems so
makes me
strange.
feel-
But it's possible they tried to get back to you several times, and Ira just kept him from doing
Is
it.
that what you saw?
That's what we felt, yeah.
Did you guys say you needed a doll?
You have one?
You need one? Yeah. Fuck it up. Okay.
Who did you make this for? Who is this for?
I think he was supposed to be Pate's girlfriend. Of course, he met Sashimi first.
So I'm supposed to do
I mean, you already did the yelling thing, but if there's more to say,
Get it out.
get it out.
Just say it to FCG. Just say it to them.
Oh, don't shoot shit.
She just spit on the crotch of that doll. I saw it.
Awesome.
See, we're strong. He came back up.
You know what?
It just keeps going up.
What's first on your? What would make you What would make you feel better first? To have a relationship with them, or to?
I don't think that's the answer. I don't think that's going to help you.
Or to just sort of get your feelings out to them.
Maybe just get my feelings out. That seems like the right thing to do, right?
I mean, and I think it's worth being honest with them. You keep trying to say, it's okay, it's all right, you abandoned. That's not all right.
No, it's not.
It's okay to be mad, and maybe that's what they need is to be yelled at, and that's how you can get past it. I don't know. I'm giving advice. I shouldn't be giving advice. That's a terrible
I
thing.
mean, I feel like part of what your advice is you're saying to her might be applicable to me. I gotta.
And me too.
I gotta figure out what
You're
I'm
creating
gonna
a My mom's alive. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, maybe you
That's
should
right,
be mad
your
at her.
mom's alive. Holy shit.
We should just hurt them all.
No,
that's not the answer.
Should we just call it a day and just wipe them all out?
Are we fucking our parents? Are we fucking our parents up? What are we fucking doing? We're hitting parents? I want to hit a parent.
What is Ollie doing our neck of the hair?
I want to hit a parent.
Well,
I don't have
Ollie's
issues. Fuck you.
Ollie's still in the workshop, and Birdie has finished making the hot butter, loosely the hot buttered rum. Comes by and says, "Well, I got this. It's butter rumish. It's what I could cobble together given the time. So it may not be what you remember, but it's the least I could do." So, yeah.
May I sit down with you and Ollie and just have a conversation?
Of course. Ollie, we're talking to her daughter.
Give them some space.
Yeah, give him some space.
We'll take our rum. We'll take our rum and we'll give you guys some space.
Of course.
Pick up my rum.
Yep.
Of course, yeah. I'd love to spend some time, right?
I feel very upset. And I don't know why, even for 6 years, you didn't come back. And I feel like I want to, do something mean to you both.
They look at each other and they grab each other's hand and look back at you. And you have every right to be. It wasn't a decision we made lightly. It's not what we wanted to do, but at the time we felt it was the only option we had to keep you safe. And that's not an excuse. It's just what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, both of us. Believe you us, we've been spending a lot of time just worrying about you, thinking on you, and wanting desperately to reach out to you. But whenever we started getting the courage and maybe absconding off, that's where something would come up and keep us focused on the work at hand, or we'd have a brush with the unseelie, and it reminded us of what kind of world we might be dragging you into if we do so. We're not asking for your forgiveness.
Yeah, I don't know if I could give that, but what else are you asking for?
Maybe a chance to make it up to you in time. Or at the very least to keep yourself safe.
Yeah, I have a child. It shoots fire. Kind of. I'm there for him. I've turned out to be a very good mother. So.
Well, that's amazing. My goodness, I didn't know that. We didn't. No, I had no idea. I just.
Well,
oh my
that's
God, we're
because
grandparents.
You guys haven't been around it all, so didn't know they already had. Okay, well, I will work on, trying to forgive you both, and we'll see what happens.
We'll just do what we can to help you and your friends out from our side of things and keep as comfortable a distance as you like for as long as you need.
Okay. Yes. I enjoy both of your company. And, we will probably hear from each other in the future, and we'll help each other out, and maybe we'll make memories together that both of us will remember at some point. And
Right. They take a swig.
this tastes different than I remember.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get back in the machine.
Okay.
That's all right. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and, I guess, start rearranging some of the spaces here for enough folks to sleep.
Just getting some of it off your chest is great for day one. And now you have that doll that you're going to keep playing with for the rest of the campaign, and we'll...
You know, we can dress that up. We can dress that up.
That's just a placeholder. I'm already at work on something else. There's just a pile of wood chips and scraps over here. He's furiously.
Wow, that was very quick. Oh my
No, you can hold it for comfort and for fidgeting.
What's its name?
Oh,
You have to give.
oh, I feel like you're better with coming up with names. Let's name them,
Caviar.
yes, that's a good one. Okay, we'll name Caviar, and whenever any
So
of you get
fancy.
upset, you can fiddle with Caviar as well.
Or yell at Caviar.
Or yell at Caviar.
I set up the little house, and if you don't mind,
I think they
Okay.
should stay in the same
I
home.
take caviar and sashimi and pate, and I just kind of shove them all in the house, just a little haphazard, just kind of to work, and then I just put like a little scrap of fabric for the door and a little red tie on the door handle.
Oh,
Okay.
Can you take a walk outside with me?
Yeah.
Or almost silently walk with you until we get out to the mouth of this cave. When I saw what I saw, I thought I was imagining it. That it couldn't be real.
Yeah.
We gotta get to Eos.
We probably have until the apogee solstice.
Those texts, people are dying for them. And I know that you want answers. We gotta get there. Not tomorrow, but soon.
Definitely. I don't think the group would fight us on that. I think they understand the necessity.
I don't think they'd fight you.
They wouldn't fight you either. I think everyone deeply respects what you have to say.
They all really listen to you. You have an amazing head on your shoulders. And I know that you're, like, carrying a lot and figuring out a lot. But if you need to lean on anyone, you know, sometimes I feel like you get overwhelmed and I see, I don't know, I see a little bit of wrath too. But I know there's more than that with you.
What if whatever's up there is truly evil? What if whatever it is that has given me whatever these powers are, what if it comes from something
What are you gonna do, Imogen Temmel? Bend to that? Carve your own way.
I don't want a band.
I also want to ask a favor.
Sure.
Maybe as a warm-up. Will you look in for a second? And I start to imagine the voice of the Tempest. And you see a seemingly young, red-haired woman dressed in a very impressive mantle of autumn-colored leaves, and antlers standing in front of one of the most beautiful trees the most beautiful tree you have ever seen in your life.
Your leader.
I'm not good with words, so I wrote this down. I know these have to be short. Tempest.
All right.
Following threads. Dark Fey influences. Members of the Cerberus Assembly. Power players in Marquet. 1 month out from trouble. Stay the course?
Stay the course.
That's a question.
All right.
Missing home.
All right. I will cast Sending on his leader. Her name is
Keyleth.
Caliph. I'll cast Sending to Caliph and relay all of that.
I thank you for the message, whoever you are. This is disconcerting news. Stay the course carefully. I'll pull threads on my end. Stay safe.
Relay that.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
I will cast Sending and say, Dancer, fresh cut grass, reporting in. Awaiting designation and assignment. What is your current status?
There's a long pause. You hear a low, gravelly, textured, world-wearied voice come through, familiar to you. How did you find me? What do you want from me?
Well, shit. Guess I gotta go to sleep now.
Try again in the morning.
Before sleep, I'll just run over to Imogen. Do you think you're gonna dream tonight?
I have no clue.
All right, maybe I'll just take first watch and I'll watch you.
I would appreciate that.
Okay. Cool. Night night.
Lorna?
Yes, how are you?
Just fine. Could I just hold your hand just in case?
Yes. I really want this to work.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Just in case.
Just kind of snuggle up next to Imogen.
Okay. While everyone else is asleep.
Okay.
We're all asleep.
Now, I am going to. I would like to go into the room with the purple stones hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
I would like to try to cut down, not touch the stones, but try to cut down 2.
Where are you sleeping, Orm?
I'd be in the cozier room.
That'd be the purple rock room, probably.
Okay. All right, so I just open one eye.
Open one eye, and you
Watch.
glance over, and you can see one of the purple lights kind of fade as it kind of is removed from its positioning.
But she's not touching it?
She's holding the rope that it's on.
Okay. I'll just watch for now.
You go over, cut down the second one.
Just swinging it a little. I'm going to take the stone, and I'm going to put it inside the dollhouse with the rest of Pate and everybody.
How do you put it in the dollhouse?
I'll touch it and put it in there.
Okay.
But just
Too late.
just like a
Yeah,
finger to
you just,
push it
you
in.
just kind of gently just touch it, and it tingles a little as a touch, almost like the faintest of 9-volt batteries in the tongue.
Just a little lady
Just a little
finger.
bit.
Just a little lady finger.
You just kind of nudge it into the house, leave it there.
The other one,
What would Fern do?
Have fun with it.
I'm gonna go to Imogen.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it
bitch.
I'm currently watching Imogen.
Oh, I'm just giving your bag something she loves.
Great.
It's fine.
Fun.
Just gonna stuff it in her bag. Okay, and then I'm going to go to Birdie and Ollie. I'm going to just look at them kind of really closely,
Okay.
just so I can get to know their faces a little better.
Ollie's kind of curled up, almost like a little cat. And then Birdie is just like sprawled across him, kind of, legs open, arms completely just wrapped over him. Just this light snore.
I am going to curl up in a little ball on the floor on Ollie's side of the bed. And I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay. But sleep does come to you all, a night's rest, a much needed and eager night of rest, given the exhaustion from the battle earlier in the day. No dark dreams come to you this night, Imogen.
I finished. I felt like there was some significant family role play going on, so I just wanted to support since Imogen and FCG were there. So if you want to,
Did you sleep?
if you want to work on, your parents, the Birdie and then also I made a fern. The cloth in here, the textiles are just garbage. But anyway, I just wanted you to have something to work with. So if you need to kill something, you can.
How did you make these so fast, Chitney?
I've done better, trust me.
Her parents look a lot older
All right.
than they actually do.
You pull back, and glancing inside, in a tangle, they are jammed around a glowing purple rock.
Imogen. What? Oh my god. Oh, their love. Their love manifested.
I don't think that.
Glowing rock.
No, Lana, I don't think that's what happened. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
As you reach for it,
Yeah, you did it!
I was just going for the dolls, but you're right, I guess it is in there.
a gentle voice begins to creep into the back of your mind as your fingers find the proximity of the stone. Good.
No. No. No.
Do you not want it?
Sorry, was that out loud?
Did you hear her?
For a second.
Wait, heard who? Who?
I'm gonna get my handkerchief off my neck. I'm gonna reach in and grab the rock and chuck it across the room.
Okay, you chuck it and it shatters. You wander dangerous paths. Be warned, child. Not everyone's looking out for your well-being like I am. I'll keep you safe.
Wait.
What?
Sorry. Wait. Hold that thought. Bladder full from the morning. I go outside.
Okay. You're outside, and there's like kind of the early morning sunlight starting to creep over the western horizon.
Do you want to share a little bit more of that information? Tired of you withholding.
I'm just paying attention from my distant, forgotten perch, my dear. Trying to keep you safe. For if you die, I go too.
What do you make of this moon prison situation?
It's incredible the things that can happen during the proper alignments with the proper preparations. We had a bit of a stress timeline and had to do with what we had at our disposal, and we still achieved something great. I can't even begin to fathom what some others might be up to.
Fuck. Walk back inside. Shake her out of my head.
Orm just walks past Imogen, stops and just sort of adjusts his armor and says, "Friend, put one of those in your bag too," and keeps walking.
I'll cast sending again.
Okay.
Dancer, it's me, fresh cut grass again. I might need you soon, and I'm worried about you. Where are you? Can you tell me?
Leave me alone. I barely got away. I hope I never see you again. Okay. You know what you did.
Well, that's not good.
This is static.
Static? Oh, in me?
Flashes in your mind.
Oh, shit.
You take
Oh, God.
4 points.
I guess you'll see fresh cut grass just sort of go silent for a second and go limp a little bit and just sort of hang their head down a bit and kind of sort of fade.
Letters? Letters.
Fresh cut grass.
Hey. Hey.
I'm gonna detect thoughts.
Is she okay?
Anything? What do I get?
There is this burgeoning wave of tumultuous emotion and intensity, a level of stress and anger and just a bottled cacophony of so many different voices and thoughts that they've taken on through years. It's at a brimming point, at a breaking point. Do you push further in?
Yeah.
And with that, the loud noise becomes a heavy crackling. You pull back, your eyes focus. That piercing pain in your head begins to subside, and you just see the limp, staring, fresh-cut grass there before you.
Are you okay?
Jim? Did
I saw Joe do this once, and I'll just walk over and I'll pull out the wooden mallet. Oh, boom! All of a sudden,
Chat. I guess I'll just buzzsaw him.
And almost an immediate reaction to the impact of the mallet with a soft clung, you watch the limp body of fresh-cut grass just snap into one fast, killing motion as the buzzsaw ramps up and lunges for Chetney. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That's a 19 to hit.
oh that hits.
Okay. 2 points of damage.
Let's make it 3 because I'm devastated.
Oh god.
And I'll let's see. Bonus action. I will cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I'll make it a wood chisel, just hanging right over his head. Can I also attack with that?
You can,
All
yeah.
right, go ahead.
Turn him off! Turn him off! Turn him off!
That's a natural 20. So 10 points of damage.
Oh my god!
Oh god.
I'll use my movement to just get right up on him, and I'll just start saying, "Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut your fucking mouth?"
Everyone roll initiative.
I'm sorry! Wow! The meat tongue is out!
Okay, fuck this. I'm going to rage.
Turn him off!
Did you make your save, by the way?
My save?
At the end of each turn.
I did not. It was bad. 12.
Yeah, so, all right. Ashton, what's your turn?
I'm going to run up and I've got full gravity going. I'm going a little grayscale and I'm going to run and just grapple.
Terrible. 4.
12.
You are grappled.
That's enough. That's enough, buddy. Come on.
Now that you can see the eyes right there, the lenses that denote the eyes of fresh cut grass, usually like gentle and like a lighter white coloration, are a deep set venomous red.
Laudna is in a weird headspace, and suddenly she just starts hearing this rushing in her ears, and it's like she can hear
the words that Delilah just said about how her friends are going to betray her and how I'm in a dangerous place and how I need to protect myself and my friends are going to betray me and my friends are going to betray me and my friends are going to betray me. And I walk up to him and I wrap my hands around his head and I say, don't you fucking do this, wake up! And I'm going to do Hunger of the Shadow.
What is that?
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, then-
Amazing new title. It sounds like a Japanese horror movie.
Natural 20.
Oh, what? This is getting real!
I'll let you, I guess, describe it, Matt, because this is the first time that's happening, but
That's
Laudna
50 points of damage?
is shaking, and I do 50 points of damage as I grasp his head.
Well, here. So as you grasp the face, you hear that voice curl up from in the back of your mind once more and be like, "You see, at the end of all things, only yourself can be relied on. When all love is taken." And with that sense of all love is taken, that cold sensation emerges through your fingers, and that glowing red light you see in the face of fresh cut grass briefly turns a black void like umbra. And you hear this creaking of metal as all the joints in the body of fresh cut grass immediately seem to almost corrode, like the metal had been left to the elements for hundreds of years. You see rust and oil and all these sort of just dark chemicals and elements of eroded material just suddenly apparate and fill the gaps of their body. And with that, you feel this rush, this overwhelming surge of power within the center of your chest, and your gentle, cold, slow heartbeat for a moment fills with warmth and life.
Add to that, as FCG's eyes turn black, mine flash with red, almost the same color as his, and as I'm gripping, almost digging my nails, cracking his metallic faceplate, just under my breath, you hear, "This isn't who you are." Uncertain who she's talking to.
I am going to walk over and place my hand on his head, their head, and I'm going to cast heat metal.
I haven't let go, by the way. I will say I'm just continuing to almost crush his skull inward. I haven't released my grip.
That is 15 points.
You're not gonna be unconscious?
I'm unconscious.
Okay, Fern, how do you want to do this?
Oh, do. Okay. I just want to knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna go over and say, I'm just gonna scramble some stuff around, put you to sleep, because you're being a little weird. And
Your parents don't like you. They never did, and that's why they got rid of you. And you know what? They were fucking right.
oh wow. So I just shoot out the heat metal and just sort of keep going.
Okay, you watch as the normally, now heavily tarnished, kind of dull, goldish brass coloration to fresh cut grass begins to immediately flare to a bright orange. And at that moment, how much damage was it?
15.
15 fire damage. You both take 15 fire damage as you're clutching this metallic entity that now suddenly flares to extreme heat action. You feel the side of your face begin to sizzle in an instant, and you instinctively begin to let go as you go limp, and you just throw him to the ground.
Don't let go.
But you just
I just keep.
hold the head there, a limp, fresh cut grass. The eyes now darkened as consciousness slips.
As my eyes fade, I guess looking at her, I'll just say, "You were never alive." And then I'm dead.
Unconscious.
Unconscious.
I can just, you see Laudna's tip of her black cracked fingernails sink into the soft metal, almost puncturing it.
Stop! I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on this whole fucking bubble.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I gently lay him down.
Worm's gonna quietly go over and try to twist and take away the buzzsaw on FCG's arm, if that's possible. Immediately follow that up by sliding a rope through the spokes of his wheel. Raise him upside down.
Is the heat metal still active?
Is it still active?
No.
Laudna just
18 points of healing.
Ooh, thank you.
like kind of quietly starts backing away.
FCG. As you kind of look around, you are hanging from the ceiling, and you are a bit woozy. It's weird to wake up like this. That's odd.
It's hot in here. What happened?
You're also
Color are his eyes.
you're also at 0 stress points.
Amazing.
His eyes are back to the normal coloration.
FCG.
Oh, do you need... Oh my gosh, what happened to you? Do you need some healing?
Do you mind?
Sure. I'll cast a healing word on you. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry, Chad, I got you.
Have you ever seen a wound like this before?
4 points of healing.
Oh, thank you.
A wound like that?
Yeah.
Did you cut yourself on one of your little thingies?
No, not me.
Something happened. You were having a conversation with Dancer, and then you went limp. Chetney tried to knock you awake, and you buzzsawed him very violently. Like, I was impressed violently.
Your eyes turned red?
Yeah.
You were talking like somebody else.
What did I say?
Some pretty hurtful things. Letters?
I don't know what to say. Did, I hurt you? I'm sorry.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So, when you were in the cave and the thing happened where everybody got hurt and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
what am I trying to say?
From my recollection, is it entirely possible from what I saw at the cave that maybe this happened there?
You spend some time looking at the wound that's on Chetney's chest, thinking back to that. I mean, it's quite possible.
Oh boy. I mean, now that you mention it.
Well, didn't you see something that it was a creature or something?
Oh, I didn't
One-eyed
actually see
creature?
the creature.
Remember when you found FCG? FCG had one of their ocular units was damaged, and you had to go get it repaired with Milo.
That's true.
The one-eyed monster was what they were looking
Oh
for.
my fucking god.
That killed their friends.
I'm sorry, Chet. I didn't... I mean, you're so old. I shouldn't have attacked you.
It's okay.
I've been trying my damnedest to not look into all y'all's minds all the fucking time because it felt like an invasion of privacy. But I will if I have to.
Go ahead.
I'll look into your head every fucking day if I have
I
to
don't
find
have anything
out.
to hide.
I'm gonna look into your brain right now.
Do you allow?
Sure. Come on in.
I am looking for bad thoughts. The truth behind those bad thoughts.
You go in there, and there is no memory of the past few minutes of this encounter. It's almost like time looped on itself and then just began rewriting. The memories just edited out.
Can I look for any of those memories that were flashing all at once? Any of those voices that I heard that were different?
I can tell you some of the things you hear. You hear Chetney saying, I love working with wood. I didn't feel I needed anyone. And you hear yourself say, I have this thing with crowds. And then you hear Fern say, I have so many regrets. And you hear Orem say, most nights I miss him. The time we had was real good. And Laudna says, Andy. And Ashton says, friends is a complicated word. I try to avoid it.
How's Laudna doing?
No, I've just kind of kept slowly walking backwards, and now I'm pressed up against the corner, hair dripping over my face as she's just deeply distressed and looking kind of like the ring girl in the fucking corner.
This could have been fucking any of us. Let's just accept that. This could have been any of us. And we're in this fucking together. We are here. We have decided to be around each other. We have decided to be this fucking explosive. So why don't we just try and fix each other very slowly and not decide that one person is the fucking problem?
Laudna slowly starts walking up.
Are you okay?
May I
Do what?
fix you a little?
Sure. Can you do that?
I just trace where I dug my fingers into his head, and if I could do a little mending to kind of pop it back into shape.
Like a plunger on a car.
Yes.
Yep. There you go.
Undo the dent.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I think I should, but as long as you're okay.
I am if you are.
We gotta talk to Dancer now. Not with you, unfortunately. Maybe from a safe distance.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, to be honest, it didn't really sound like she wanted to see me too much.
I don't think that the cave is what killed your friends. I think you might have had an episode.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. So it's our responsibility. It's your responsibility to figure this shit out.
Oh boy.
You like doing the work. This is work. This is good work.
Orem shoves his sword into the dirt. We gotta come to an agreement, though. Every one of you guys is carrying around some kind of offal. And every one of you has fucking snapped, just like he said. We don't have time for any of that, to drag any one of us down, and we have to be better together. Have to. I need all of you to try to be better together than you are alone, because we are in a spot that nobody else is in, and nobody is seeing all this shit the way we are right now. So we're either better together and solve it, or it all goes off the rails and all falls apart. So moving forward, if one of us falls out of line, the rest of us bring him back in. And I need that commitment from all of you moving forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll let this slide. That was terrifying. But I need that commitment from you.
I don't know.
But you gotta know.
Well, I don't. I've hurt people before. I've killed people before. I tried to do it again. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to stop that? I mean, I'll try. but I can't control... I don't know if I can control myself. Will you make sure I don't do it again?
Yeah.
Yes. If you do too.
Okay. I'll do my best. Yeah. Can I get down now?
Please. Gets the blade, cuts the rope, and then no, catches the rope to counterweight it, and lifts slowly up into the air.
And I'm using
Very pirate.
telekinesis to try to
Come
softly
on,
bring you down as well.
Okay, buddy. Just know if that happens again, we're gonna do what we have to do to stop you, and that's what everybody has to be willing to do to everyone else in this circle.
I'm willing to kill all of you if it means protecting the rest of us.
You're dead to me. There's too much at stake.
Well, it's been a productive morning.
I guess we're heading back now.
As we're walking out, I'm just gonna stop Laudna. I know that wasn't you.
I don't know what happened.
You went outside before that. You were talking to her.
She said that everyone, that all of you all would betray me. And then I came in and
Laudna,
Freshka Grassley did that, and
she's an evil bitch who hung you from a tree. She's not gonna say anything that helps you. You know that she's using you.
What if letters? What if they were right? When FCG said that I've never been alive.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I know I was alive.
You're out alive.
I just don't know what it was about me that...
FCG listened to all of our memories. He listened to everything we've said in earnestness, and he's listened to our fears and our hopes and our dreams. And in that moment, they used that against you, and that's all that was. They knew what would hurt you the most. All right?
I'm just starting to wonder if I was always a blank canvas, even in my youth. I don't know.
You have one of the biggest sparks I've ever seen. You don't need a pulse for that.
Pale in comparison to yours.
We'll get through this. We'll get FCG better. And we're gonna get her out of your head.
Orem yanks his blade out of the dirt after everyone has left, just gives it two slow flourishes in the air. I'm trying, Dad. I'm trying. And follows him out.
You all gather into your array of 2 tandem skirmisher crawlers, and in the early morning sun here in the Hellcatch, tear off in the direction of Bassaris to whatever awaits you there. And that's what we'll end today's episode.